All right, man. Chris Unbiased here back with ARP talking about this MaxOut card, man. There was a lot of talk about Lloyd Banks being on this card.
Yeah,
I just
shout out to Lloyd Banks.
have
Shout
you
out to
ever
Lloyd Banks.
spoken to Lloyd Banks
Yeah,
before? Okay,
yeah,
so at least you do know him
yeah, yeah.
and spoke to him. Okay,
Yeah. Last
uh,
time me and Banks had a conversation, fuck it, I'll just put the conversation out there because it doesn't damage either one of us and nothing like that, and it's good for people to understand and hear. The Lloyd Banks versus John the Don rumor. I don't know where that came about. I can understand people talking about Lloyd Banks. I don't know where a matchup came about. That didn't come from us. I sat back and I looked at it and I was just like, all right, just like anybody else, people was in interviews asking people, so we're here in John versus Banks. What do you think? I was just like, damn.
how you be feeling about these rumors that are like very outlandish? I noticed that you don't ever
It's
address
not
them.
outlandish.
With
That's the
okay,
thing. That Lloyd Banks on RBE isn't outlandish,
okay,
right? They see what we do, so they don't think it's outlandish platform-wise. We're capable of hosting just about anything. People know that. Financially, they don't see a problem. They
okay.
think that RBE is able to make this type of stuff work, right? And they see our style, the returns, as well as the industry people. So it's not outlandish. You know what I mean? Like
So there's been like legit talks about Lloyd coming to RBS.
1,000%,
Okay.
1,000%.
What's his energy towards battle rap? Does he want to come back? Is he looking at like Cassidy and all these other industry comebacks and he's like, you know what, I can do this?
I think for some time it was, and Lloyd Banks is about to get another call about, from another company right now. Now, me talking like this.
You already about to call.
I'm about to get Banks. If you get this call, you get thrown a $500,000 bag or whatever. Cut your boy 5% because that's how this game goes. I have yet to get a thank you card, $100 cash app for anybody. It's crazy. Motherfuckers get booked off of me all the time, and I don't get nothing. You know what I mean? Like, yo, break your boy off a little something, yeah. But the thing about Banks prior is Banks to me, and he can speak for himself. This is my perception. Is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Thinking about it, that crossover for somebody that's at his level and has had his level of music success, and still has a big musical fan base. It's looked at as risky to allow your fan base to see you moving into what people perceive as a whole nother genre. It's still all hip hop, and a lot of these guys come from battle rap, and those G-Unit mixtapes is damn near battle rap type of verses and shit. You know what I mean? But I think these artists have that worry to them of like, my whole career and what I have carved out over here, to move that and then to have this full perception of being a battle rapper could shake up my fan base a little bit. And here's the truth of things. The truth of things is, if you're a Lloyd Banks or a Cassidy or a 40 Cal, or if you get announced in battle rap, the explosion of the media traction, social media engagement, viewership could blow up more than even what you got going on outside of battle rap. It could. There's battle rappers that have come back to battle rap, and you don't see the same amount of views in their interviews outside of battles. You don't see the same amount of views or interest about maybe like music that may have been released. You don't necessarily see them going trending for stuff outside of battle rap. And some of that is their musical following as well coming there. So that's to their credit. That's not to take nothing away from them. But what I'm trying to show people is what's already there. The stats and the numbers is already there. That if you come in this bitch, the whole world is going to know. The whole hip hop world is going to know. So if for you, you have to make a decision if that's productive or counterproductive to your career. And one thing that Banks told me in our last conversation is that he had to focus on this album that he just dropped. And that relates to that fucking tweet that I got a million calls about. So when Banks tweets, there's going to be a million runbacks or whatever when you listen to this.
Or also, I got a major announcement. I think he tweeted that also.
Oh, that one I didn't see. I didn't get any calls about that. But when he said there's going to be a bunch of major runbacks or whatever, everybody started calling me, texting me, and tweeting about like, oh, that's his RBE debut. He was talking about his album, like playing his album, playing his songs and his music. And even that is probably unfair to him. But at the same time, that might show him that, yo, if I'm still focused heavily on my music, like, I already got this whole fan wave that's already saying that my album is about battle rap. Imagine if I get announced right now while I'm trying to focus on this in battle rap. It's just going to possibly cloud too much into what I got to focus on. And I think that could be true for Lloyd Banks. So he got to be careful.
Well, let me ask you this. Since you talked to him, scale to 1 to 10, where do you gauge his interest in coming back?
7.
7?
Yeah. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
So, I actually got to apologize because I actually thought it was outlandish when people were saying Lloyd Banks, but y'all actually have spoken about him actually returning. Well, I didn't really know he was that interested.
Including almost anybody that you saw, like, in the social distance intro and shit. Like, like, if you see, like, a Joel Ortiz, you think I'm not talking about battle rap? You see a Crooked Eye, you know what I'm saying? You think we're not talking about battle rap, too? Like, these guys respect and appreciate RBE, and they want to do drops for us and help us out and give whatever. But there's also, you see Cassidy in that, you know what I'm saying? This was way before he got booked. That's because these conversations also include, battle rap. That's how they know us. That's how they know me, from battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So, no, it's not outlandish. If me and Lloyd Banks are on the phone, it's not only because we have respect for each other. Like, I respect his music over the years as a fan, and he respects Rare Beat Entertainment as a platform. It's also because there's possible business being talked about. I mean, or else we could just text each other or tweet each other and show each other that type of love. Like, we get on the phone for half an hour and have that conversation because there's a possibility of us doing business together. You know what I'm saying?
So after the album, Lloyd Banks, MaxOut 4. Okay, you heard it here first. You heard it here on Chris on Bias TV.
I keep telling y'all, MaxOut 3 is already underway. You know what I'm saying? We don't book forward too often. But when you do, if you ever, I don't troll as far as business. I don't do that shit. I joke and have my fun, but I don't really troll like that. Like, I don't really do that. If I keep saying MaxOut 3 is already under development, that means that because we don't future or book forward too often, that must mean that there must be some stuff that we just have to get done.
D2 is the third and last 1 at 814.